the history behind the Newton family home in Ponca, Nebraska. Dr. Solomom B Stough was the previous owner. September 13, 1826, and like his brothers, was raised on a farm. He came to Nebraska in 1856, a few months before his brother John. Like him, he has been engaged in various pursuits with profitable results. Across the Missouri and Dakota, he had several years a large mill which did extensive businesses. He was also connected with a bank at Elk Point, and until a year ago was president of the Security Bank at Ponca, in company with John and Jacob Stough. He has been in the mercantile and milling business in Ponca, all of these with framing, building, and his duties as a surveyor for the county most of the time have given him active life. Dr. Stough was married in 1861 to Helena Ernest. They had 5 children, 4 of whom are living. They live in a fine house on 3rd Street. On the 14th day of May, 1861, Mr. Stough was married to Helena Ernest of Ponca. To them were born 5 children, of whom 4 are living, as I said before. Mrs. S.K. Bittenbender of Northwestern California, Miss Cassie Williams, and Mr. O. Newton of Ponca, and Mr. C. D. Stough of Spokane, Washington. Dr. Stough was one of the family of 9 children. 1 sister and 1 brother still survive him. The doctor had, with others, became instrumental in establishing of the new Lutheran congregation at our town. His excellent knowledge, his keen judgment, and his strong Christian character soon caused him to be trusted with important offices in the church. He was a member of the church council for many years and discharged the duties of that office very faithfully. In order to express their appreciation for the service the doctor had rendered his church, he was made honorary life elder by the members of Salem Lutheran Church. Mr. Stough was taken ill on the 2nd day of August, 1915, and passed away on the 13th at 11:00 a.m., just 59 years to the day since he arrived in Ponca.
Really now.
Can you? Did it say Solomon? What was your last name? His last name was Solomon? Is it S-O-L?
I think his first name was Solomon.
His first name's Solomon.
The EVP that you just heard is one of the many that we had occurred throughout our investigation at this location. We were surprised that Dr. Solomon's name did come across an app, which we are very hesitant to using. Now, also part of the history that goes along with this location, Helena Ernest Stough. This was written from one of her great-grandchildren. My great-grandmother, Helena Ernest Stough, was an immigrant from Germany. With her parents and younger sister, they traveled from Hanover to New Orleans, then up the Mississippi and the Missouri rivers to a tiny 2-year-old German settlement in the northeast Nebraska. She was still a teen when she married Solomom Stough. Though her husband and an elder sister, Anna, were very friendly with the Indians, Helena was deathly afraid of them. One day in the 1860s, when her children were young, a small band of hungry Indians came through their little settlement. They stopped at the little family home asking for food. They saw she had a big pot of soup cooking and asked for some. She tried unsuccessfully to explain, using sign language, that she was making soap, not soup. Finally, at their insistence, she gave them a taste. They grimaced, but were very polite and promptly left. They did not ask for more. With multiple EVPs and other documentation found for this location, we were very pleased to present the evidence to the family, which has very good connections to the home itself. Being Dr. Newton, he also had found out that the Newtons in the previous were also connections to the Stough. But with all of the claims of the apparitions and the noises and stuff, we were very pleased when Dr. Solomon's name came across the previous EVP I shared. So with this investigation, we are looking to going back again, doing some further research to see if we can get Dr. Solomon to communicate more with us. I also, at this location, when we were sitting there, we heard a big thud in the kitchen. Upon going in to investigate, there was nothing. It sounded like a stand moved or something in that order. When I presented the EVP to the Newton family, they had told me of a story about one of the Solomon's, Dr. Solomon's children that was sitting in a wooden high chair, and it had fallen, and later the baby had died. I could not for myself not think maybe that's what I heard was like a residual energy. But I'm hoping that in our next investigation at this location, I can get more clarity on that. I want to thank you, and I hope you enjoyed this small, brief acknowledgement of the Newton family. Thank you.